Hey, what's going on, friends? Carlos here, Carlos Gil TV. Thank you so much for watching. I just got done doing the most epic Twitter chats that I've ever been on. I was a guest on Hashtag Media Chat. It's a Twitter chat that goes down every Thursday evening from 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. here Pacific. Goes for an hour. So tonight's topic was all around how to promote your social media presence, which ironically comes at a very fitting time in which I'm starting a new job with LinkedIn. And my social media presence and how I've been able to not only grow it, but promote it and have others promote me and my social media presence over the last 7 years is really a byproduct of this job that I recently really walked into. And I'm really passionate about this topic because I think social media is still, in 2015, so undervalued and underutilized. There are a lot of folks like myself out there that have found that social media is the gateway not only to identify, connect, and engage and offer value with virtually anyone that you're looking to do business or find a job with out there, but on the other hand, there are still a lot of professionals that through and through, they're not gravitating to social media. They're not going to LinkedIn to go ahead and build out professional social network. They're not going on Twitter to go ahead and have one-on-one dialogue. They're not finding ways to really leverage social media as a way to build their professional brand. So again, it was really fitting that Aaron Kilby and the team over at Hashtag Media Chat reached out to me on the heels of me starting a new job 4 days ago to go ahead and be the guest on tonight's Media Chat. So one of the questions that came up during the chat was, what are some good ways that people can promote their social media presence? And friends, number one thing out there is you have to use social media and actually be social. Just having a presence, simply being on LinkedIn, simply being on Facebook, simply being on Twitter, just using these social mediums are not going to go ahead and amount to success if you're not actually using these resources to actually engage with people. There's a key word in social media, and that's the word social. You have to be socializing. You have to be looking for opportunities to actually engage with people, connect, add value. LinkedIn groups, for example, when I lost my job in 2008 in the banking industry, first thing I did was I turned to social media. I built out my profile on LinkedIn. I joined LinkedIn groups. I joined as many groups as I could find related to my industry, which at the time was banking. I joined HR and staffing and recruiting groups. And what did I do? I started networking. I introduced myself in these groups. By introducing myself, it got people to actually be intrigued by who I was. My approach back then and still today for anyone out there that's looking to leverage LinkedIn groups specifically should be, when you join these groups, the first thing you need to do is introduce yourself, create a discussion. Say something to the extent of, hi, my name is Carlos. I am a marketing professional or I'm a banking professional. I would love to connect. You will find that people out there want to engage with you. People out there want to grow their network. People out there, they do want to try to help you. But you can't come across as someone that's going to have this fundamental belief of just because you're on social media, it's going to happen overnight. It's not an overnight process. It's taken me 7 years of literally every single day, whether I'm on vacation, whether it's a holiday, whether it's the weekend, regardless of what time of day it is, every day for 7 years now, I have leveraged social media to build a network. And guys, I'm not one of these social media thought leaders or influencers that has over 1 million or hundreds of thousands of followers. I'm a guy that is not playing the numbers game in terms of vanity metrics of showing how big my following is. I'm a numbers guy that believes that in social media, you're going to knock on a lot of doors. You're going to meet a lot of people. You're going to be turned down by a lot of people too, don't get me wrong. But it's a numbers game in the sense that you have to connect and engage with as many people as you possibly can. The numbers game is not how many people do you know, but how many people know you and how many people are willing to validate and recommend you. And that is real talk. So another question that came up in the chat is, how do you go ahead and leverage things like blogs, email newsletters in combination with social media out there? Look, as long as you're adding value to your network and you're contributing in group discussions, you're doing things like Twitter chats, you are writing content, whether it's your own blog or whether it's something like a LinkedIn Pulse. The name of the game is be viewed as a subject matter expert and thought leader in your industry, whatever industry that you're in. Again, guys, it starts with joining groups. Identify on LinkedIn who are subject matter experts also in your industry. Who are people that you want to connect with? And I'll give you an example. Most recently, over the last 2 months before starting my job, I was unemployed. I work in social media. I knew that in order for me to find a job, I needed to get in front of decision makers and other influencers out there in social media, in marketing. So a lot of my hustle, a lot of my networking was, how do I get in front of CMOs? How do I get in front of VPs? And it's not just getting in front of them, because again, guys, these are folks that get hit up every single day from people wanting to sell to them to people also wanting to engage with them for various reasons. So you have to write content. And you have to find a way for your content to get in front of these people. And that happens again through the power of community. How do you build community, you might be asking? Well, you have to insert yourself into the conversations. Over the last 2 months, I leveraged Twitter chats. Twitter chats ranging from hashtag millennial talk, hashtag social biz hour, SBiz hour, hashtag media chat. And I look at a guy for inspiration like Brian Fanzo, great guy. He's authentic, he's humble, he's everyone's friend. He's really popular on social media because he's always willing to take the shirt off his back and help people. That's who you need to be. You need to be the person on social media that people come to. And again, guys, it's not about you looking for ways to build and create your own community, as it is you inserting yourself into communities that have already been built and looking for ways for you to add value to them. So I am really hyped up. This is a topic I love talking about. I'm really passionate. What do you guys think out there? Shoot me a tweet at CarlosGil83. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. How are you currently using social media to build your social media and professional presence? I'll tell you this, guys, before I sign off. Social media is a great icebreaker, but in-person networking and face-to-face relationships is the deal breaker. Never lose sight of that, because while social media gives you access to virtually anyone that you need to have access with in the business world, the real world, guys, is where deals are being closed every single day. So again, use social to connect, identify, engage, build relationships that lead to face-to-face meetings, and then those face-to-face meetings are going to be where you go ahead and close your deals. So I appreciate you guys watching. This is hashtag Real Talk with Carlos Gil. For now, guys, fist bumps, keep it real, peace.